Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here, and welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we continued working on our ore refinement. Basically finishing off connecting everything up to the silicon refining process that we had. And, getting all the various byproducts and everything handled. That should be okay. We're probably still going to have to add in some more clarifiers for the sulfuric wastewater, at least for the time being, and then we'll need to start working on the next set of ore refinement, which is going to be nickel. But I noticed a bit of a problem. It was taking somewhat of a long time for my construction bots to get belts installed where they needed to be installed. So I went and took a look and noticed that the chest that held the purple belts up here is empty. If I can find it. Wherever I managed to put it. There it is. It was empty. There's only one in there right now. Well, three now. And I traced the issue back, and the issue goes back to this guy making titanium bearings, and then that issue is because they are not getting lubricant to make said bearings, and they are not getting lubricant to make said bearings because they are not getting base mineral oil, and they are not getting base mineral oil because we are out of crude to break down into various products, and we are out of crude because we are out of multi-phase oil. Because we're not pumping it anywhere near fast enough. That's the where things have led me. So that is why we were over here by our pump jacks. Now these are Mark 1 pump jacks. I'm going to go ahead and bump these up to Mark 4 pump jacks and see if that helps. I guess I could have pulled these out and then upgraded them, rather than building brand new ones from scratch. Oh well. So yeah, that definitely significantly increased output on that particular well. Okay, so there's the Mark 4 pump jack, and then I can upgrade those two Mark 1 pump jacks to Mark 4s, and then we have two more Mark 1s that we can remove. And then we can actually go ahead and upgrade those to Mark 4s as well, and install them wherever we happen to find a place to put in some pump jacks. Hey, we're getting a whole bunch of iron and steel deliveries. Okay, yeah, that bumped the output up. We'll have to see if that ultimately starts translating into a better supply. So what is this doing now? The numbers are going up. Which means we should start seeing crude. Alright, so now these guys are running at full capacity, it would seem. Which hopefully means that we're getting base mineral oil. And that we'll be seeing some more lubricant. And that we'll be getting more bearings out somewhat faster. It does look like it is. And that means that we are making belts quicker than we were before. Alright, good. We are going to have to do some upgrades to the reactor at some point. Actually, let me take a look at the power situation. We're still okay for power, even during night. Now the trick is going to be getting back to where we need to be without getting squished by a train. Almost got squished yet last episode. And I am actually fairly shocked at how few times I have gotten destroyed by the train so far this series. Because when I play this on my own, I tend to eat train quite a lot. Alright, so get ourselves all the way back here. This whole belt and pipe system hasn't quite gone as elegantly as I had hoped it would, but I would take functionality over elegance any day of the week. And yeah, these guys are not running fast enough because we're not clarifying that wastewater. I'll probably end up adding in some clarifiers in here for this, but I don't want to do that just yet because I want to blueprint this first, which is what we're about to do. So, let's go ahead and get ourselves a new blueprint, and I want to get everything up to here, I think. Yes, grinding, flotation cells, sorting, buffer silos. We'll just need to change up all of the various recipes that everybody's using and what filters everything is set up for, but that ought to do it. We need 56 filter inserters. Okay, that's going to be a tall order. Alright, so let's go ahead and blueprint that, and let's go ahead and put it in that blueprint book. There we go. Okay, so we now need to lay down our nickel production here. And one thing I'm going to need to do is clear all these trees. I have 11 logistics bots on me. I don't know why they end up in my inventory. Probably because they deliver and they're not in range of something, and so they end up in my inventory. But we can go ahead and put them back out there. Alright. Okay, so there. Alright, and then we're going to need everything built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 silos. Alright, and then we're going to need all the ore crushers built. We're going to need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, might as well make 4 substations. And then we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ore crushers. And then we're going to need pretty much as many flotation cells as we can get our hands on. Alright, so this is going to be sapphirite and rubite. So all we got to do is change the bobmonium side of this to rubite. Rubite is going to be producing nitric wastewater. So we don't want to put the waste output from the sapphirite into the same pipes as the rubite. So we don't want to get any fluids into the system until the piping is set up correctly. Alright, rubite ore crushing. Now we can't change the recipe until it's actually built in. The other thing is that we're also going to need this same setup for aluminum. So I might as well just go ahead and set up the recipe here for it. It's going to be jivolite and rubite, which is going to be producing fluoric wastewater and nitric wastewater. Nitric wastewater, we're probably just gonna well, no, we probably won't dispose of it because we can use it to make purified water, and then we can dispose of the extra mineralized water afterwards. Yep, and then we'll need this, and then we'll need that. Same exact system here. Now, what about zinc? Okay, zinc is going to need the same stuff. Just make sure there aren't any surprises in there. No, there's not. This is going to be producing sulfuric and fluoric wastewaters. I'm not sure what I can actually do with fluoric wastewater. We can get fluorite out of it. Okay. I mean, that could be useful, but we're making tons of fluorite anyway. And actually, once this is done, we won't be getting any geodes. Now, I'm definitely going to have a dedicated geode production using washing plants at some point, just to keep the catalysts producing. Alright, so we're going to need... We're out of steel. That's what's giving us trouble here. Do we have steel on the way? We have 35 steel on the way. That's something, I guess. Alright, and then you are going to be rubite, right? And then you guys are going to be rubite. I think we're short on substations. Alright, well, we got all the trees cleared, it would seem. Oh yeah, we are so gonna bump into the mine. This is taking up far more space than I had anticipated. I need to decide if I want to go with a... want to start building an area to the south here or not. I'll have to think about that. For now, we'll just need to get built what we already have. Alright, so there's power. We just need belts, and we already know why we have trouble with belts, why we're behind on belts. We have crude built up, we have multi-phase oil built up, so we're actually producing the multi-phase oil faster than we can consume it. Which is good. So we're pumping the base mineral oil out as fast as we possibly can. And that's getting pushed through the system as fast as it can. Yeah, because I have a lot of requests for belts up. I mean, I'm requesting 300 belts, and we have this whole facility to build in. So I'm not sure how much more we're going to be able to get done here without the belts. Because without even a belt in my hand, I can't even ghost in where everything is supposed to go. Well, I could use blue belts, I guess. At least as temporary placeholders for the time being. Alright, so... what... are bringing over here? We're bringing sapphirite. So we're going to have to bring this line over. And we're going to be bringing rubite. So I'm going to need another rubite output here. Okay, so there's the sapphirite. Probably want the rubite to come in through here. I just have to remember to keep it in my brain that I need to come back in here and upgrade this stuff. Alright, so this is the sapphirite, which is coming out there. Rubite. So come all the way through to here. And I just ran myself out of blue belts. And I don't have any type of other belt on here. I guess I could use a red belt. Okay, just to make sure that everything is all connected. Alright, so this geode is we're going to have the geodes from here going over this direction to add into this line here because it's the same type of geode. And then we're going to have rubite geodes, which are cyan geodes that I might want to try to bring all the way back over here, which is going to be a bit of an undertaking. Alright, the other thing I could potentially do here is get the inserters manufactured. We're gonna need a whole bunch of them. And I think it said we needed 50 some odd of these. Yeah, we just don't have enough of the circuits either. Well, I hadn't anticipated having this much of an issue with getting things delivered. So what I might have to do is actually make this a bit of a shorter episode than normal, and let this kind of build in and get this all built and get all the stuff built for the next set of things. And then I also need to decide where it is I'm going to start putting all of this stuff, because we're gonna bump into this mine, and it's probably going to extend like all the way out to here with the way things are going right now. If we keep it on the same area. Even then, it's still going to take up tons and tons and tons of space. So that's something we may just have to do. We just have to skip over the mine. Skip over this and just keep on going, and we'll just have to make a lot of belt and route the belts in to where we're going to be picking this up by train. We may have to sacrifice this thermal water as well. But again, the thermal water is not an issue. There's lots of thermal water out there. We are going to need some at some point. I mean, there's this thermal water deposit right there. Not sure how I'd get that on a train. Or we could come out here and clear up some of these nests to free up some of the thermal water down here, and then get a train line down here at some point. Alright, well, looks like that's what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Didn't quite anticipate some of the logistical issues I was going to run into. Well, we're going to go ahead. We're going to end the episode here a little early. And, yeah, I'll get this finished up, building. And then we'll go ahead and do all the hooking up of all of the byproducts. Get this whole thing running next episode. And then hopefully get the next stage of things running as well. And, yeah. Just keep on working on this project. This is a very big project, but this whole facility is probably going to be supplying our ore needs for the rest of the game. So that this needs to get built, and it needs to get built at the scale that we're building it at, with the ability to actually make it larger if we need to. So that's kind of where we're at. Alright, so for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.